Hey, yeah, Shalom, Shalom, Yasharallah. It's your brother Yabadan with the Sutter Return located here in Chicago. And I want to start out by giving all praise. It's called Hallelujah to the Most High Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone. Shalom to the Akim scattered throughout the four corners, preaching this word in truth and sincerity. And last but not least, Shalom to the Akim, Agwak, and the children who might be tuning in also. So yeah, man, I just saw this article, and the article that I saw originally led me to this article right here that you see, homicides in Chicago, a list of every victim. So yeah, man, I just wanted to touch on these death angels, man, that's out here in the city, man, and how important it is to be covered in the blood of Yahweh Shai. All right, and to have the mark of Yahweh Shai in your forehead, man. You know what I'm saying? Adawan Ratazah, we striving to be a part of that elect number to get those marks, you know. But when you look around and gauge around, you know what I'm saying, you can kind of exclude a lot of people. Nevertheless, I digress. I'm just saying we hoping to get that mark of exemption because these death angels out here on dirt. All right, and Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is sending them. So it's a homicides in Chicago, a list of every victim, updated on March 30th, 2022. That's right now today they updated it. So it's a 121 victims were killed in Chicago in 2022. So you got January, February, March. That's about 92 days. It's been 121 people dead in 92 days. You know, and we don't even want to talk about these. Let me click on female. A lot of them been female. Matter of fact, let me see. What that say? Male. It just got the male. All right, take the males. I'll put it on female. All right, Eve getting smoked too a little bit. You know, but it's really Jake though. A lot of Jake's been down, as y'all can see, man. In Chicago, man. So then, as you scroll down, I ain't gonna get into these people names and situations and all that. But as you can see, man, a lot of people been down, man. All right, every day. All right, sometimes two or three in one day. All right, March 27th, that's two people. The 25th, the 25th, the 25th. Okay, the 24th. And this the article I'm finna go into right here. All right, I'm gonna go into this article right there, but because that's what I saw that started this whole thing. Well, yeah, the 24th, the 23rd, the 22nd, 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 the 20th. Hey, the Most High is turning up. It's 2022. You know? So our people, most of these people is Jakes, man. All right? As you can see, black male died. 33-year-old black male, 25-year-old black female, 62-year-old black male, 33-year-old black male, 23-year-old black male, 32-year-old black male, black female, Hispanic male, black male. And then it say Miguel, a 38-year-old male. They ain't even give his nationality, but Miguel, that's the Northern Kingdom, most likely. All right. And as you keep going down, it's going to keep saying 19-year-old black male, 18-year-old black male, and it doesn't stop, man. It's Jake who's, is Dan. You got one Edomite female, you know what I'm saying? But the majority is our people, Dan, man. So let me see where that article at. All right, it's in here. Let me go back. All right, and I'm gonna read this, man, because it's so graphic and detailed. All right, death angels, man. It's a cold-blooded killer used hammer to murder two men and hold woman against her will for 8 days at Gresham apartment. All right, so it's in a city that sees hundreds of murders a year. Prosecutors say this case against Jamie Jones stands out as horrific, gruesome, and violent. All right, horrific, gruesome, and violent. All right, it say Jones, 31, is in It say Jones, 31, is accused of using a hammer to kill two men, keeping their bodies in a closet while holding a woman for days in Gresham, beating her and threatening her to kill her too, according to prosecutors. The woman was able to escape when Jones left the apartment on the corner of 83rd and Sangamon last week. They say prosecutors were unable to provide a motive for Jones other than calling him a cold-blooded killer. So yeah, man, like they ain't even really got no motives on why like he killed Buddy them like he did. It say the woman 18 had been in a 3-month-long abusive relationship with Jones. Prosecutors said they had been staying at the apartment but were recently kicked out by their roommate Aaron Washington, 51. But they still occasionally stayed there. On March 17th, Jones and the woman entered the empty apartment to eat and were met a short time later by Washington as he returned to the apartment, prosecutors said. Jones met him at the door and shook his hand, then took a hammer and beat Washington over the head, hitting him more than 10 times, prosecutors said. Jones then grabbed a pillow and smothered Washington, they said. All right, so Buddy got kicked out the crib with his chick. He go back to the crib, it's empty. All right, the landlord slash roommate guy, Washington, he come and catch Buddy in a minute. So folks extend his hand to shake his hand. And it say, then took out a hammer and beat Washington over the head, hitting him more than 10 times. That's what you call a death angel. All right, the Most High put the spirit on this man to kill this other man. All right, it say Jones ordered the woman to stay in the bedroom, and it say Jones ordered the woman to stay in the bedroom and then dragged Washington's body to a closet and cleaned up the blood from the room, prosecutors said. He only allowed the woman to use the bathroom. They say the next day the woman's grandmother called her several times. Jones finally allowed her to answer but stood over her and threatened her not to mention the murder, prosecutors said. A day or two after the phone call, Aaronus Jackson, 51, came to the apartment looking for Washington, who owed him money. So like, this is crazy, man. So here comes Jackson looking for Washington. Like, what that bread that you owe me? He ain't had nothing to do with nothing. He ain't know nothing about folks and them up and up with his chick. And he was just in the wrong place at the right time. All right, they say, a day or two after the phone call, Ernest Jackson, 51, came to the apartment looking for Washington, who owed him money. Jackson knocked on the door, but didn't get an answer, so he used a key to enter. It say Jones met him at the door, and as they entered the living room, Jones took out the hammer and beat him to death. You know what I'm saying? Death angel. He got a demonic, murderous spirit on him, man. All right. So it say, prosecutor said, Jones told the woman he was tired and ordered her to clean up the blood. Over the next several days, Jones beat the woman while holding her in the bedroom. He occasionally left for short trips for squares and cleaning supplies. All right, they say the woman finally escaped when Jones left to pick up a work ID for his new job. His ass thought it was. It say she waited for an hour to make sure he was gone before running and calling her family at a nearby gas station. She was taken to a hospital with claw marks to her legs from the back of the hammer. The nigga took the back of the hammer and was scraping her shit, torturing her like that movie, man, the Human Centipede or Saw or some fluky crazy shit. So it say she told police about the murders and directed them to the closet where they found the bodies underneath the laundry. So he smoked Buddy them with the hammer and threw dirty drawers and shit all on top of their corpses. You know what I'm saying? Dishonorable discharge. They was dishonorably discharged from the human experience, the life experience. All right, they say on March 26, officers canvassed in the area saw Jones and arrested him. His ass was probably going to buy some squares. And they caught him. They say several witnesses confirmed that Jones was in the apartment during the time of the murders, prosecutors said. Jones was ordered held without bail on charges of murder, kidnapping, and domestic battery. All right. So yeah, that's a very graphic, horrific incident that happened, man. You know, luckily, the Most High had mercy on the female. She got up out that jam, man. And got Buddy booked, snitched on Buddy, got him booked. You know what I'm saying? She was in a 3-month long relationship with him, and then she went and got him booked because his ass was out of control. So yeah, man, it's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 5 and verse 27. As a cage is full of birds, so are their houses full of deceit. Therefore they are become great and waxing rich. Yeah, so you know how you got a cage full of birds? That's just how Jake is in a trap house. They say, so are their houses full of deceit. So you got a bunch of niggas in a house, in the, in sort of a brotherly love type of spirit, but that love is false because there's no honor amongst thieves. So, it say, so are their houses full of deceit, because you thinking what? Y'all a bunch of real niggas. Y'all the realest niggas on the planet Earth. God, whoever created this place, he's having favor on you guys because y'all such a group of real niggas. You guys think you're real and y'all get money and it say they houses are full of deceit, those trap houses. It say, therefore, they are become great and waxing rich. Yeah, you got niggas like, I ain't gonna say no name, but big folks in them, the big gang members, the big guys that didn't go to jail and die. All right, the ones that made it. All right, they have become great and waxing rich. Okay, verse 28, they are waxing fat, they shine. Yeah, you see these rap niggas and these trap niggas. These niggas got cars and rims and houses and all the bitches and, they shining. Okay, but it say, yeah, they overpass the deeds of the wicked, man, the so-called white man Esau. The wicked, he's wicked. And it say our deeds and doings overpass that of the wicked. Why? Because Esau ain't walking up and down the street shooting himself in the face talking about this nation killer or that nation killer. All right. Claiming to be, a killer for your clique, your tribe, so-called, And our people, we long to be a part of our nation and our heritage so bad that we make fake ass, goofy ass nations and kill each other, But it say, they are waxing fat, they shine, yeah, they overpass the deeds of the wicked. They judge not the cause of the fatherless, yeah, because, you look at these rappers, from Chicago, the ones who do all the talk about being real niggas and all the killing and drilling that they be doing, and none of these people, okay, plead the cause of the fatherless, and it says, yet they prosper in the right of the needy, do they not judge? So yeah, man, you ain't gonna see a Lil Durk and a Chief Keef and a G Herbo and all these niggas coming together to compile their money to help with the poverty and the murders. All right, niggas is just gonna wax fat, and their deeds are gonna overpass the wicked, and they're gonna die. All right, unless the Most have open up their ass in the 11th hour and bring them in for that same penny we working for, which is highly unlikely. These niggas are gonna die in America, man. You know what I'm saying? They want to die. Okay, they have a death style, a death culture. All right, the so-called black culture is a deaf culture. From the diet all the way down to the shit you watch on TV, to the music you listen to. Come on, man, it's a deaf culture, man. All right, so the Most High, he got deaf angels lurking to get these niggas out the way, man. All right, Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 54, so that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eye shall be evil toward his brother. Yeah, you wonder why niggas is walking down the block. I remember growing up in Chicago, the Most High blessed me with the spirit of discernment. I'd be walking sometimes and be like, okay, those guys are 85 deep right there. I'm going to cross over. All right, the Most High give me wisdom to cross over something. But then sometimes a lot of times where I just walk right through niggas. You know what I'm saying? I'll see the same 85 people. I'll be like, for some reason, I ain't gonna duck my taco today. I'm gonna walk right through. So, hey, nevertheless, I say all that to say that our eyes are evil toward our brother. And, we know this. So the Most High give you the spirit to, walk the other way. The scriptures say a prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself. A prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself. Okay? So yeah, let me finish this out, man. Deuteronomy 28 and 54. So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, because yeah, you niggas is real tender, like chicken tenders. All right, you niggas is very delicate. It say his eye shall be evil toward his brother. That's because we are loving people. The Most High, he gave us laws, statutes, and commandments to live by. So, deep down in our subconscious and our blood, we are righteous, loving, forgiving people. But as you can see, our deeds have overpassed that of the wicked, and now we just focusing them out here. So it say, his eye shall be evil toward his brother and toward the wife of his bosom. Yeah, that baby mama drama. And toward the remnant of his children, which he shall leave. Yeah, we are loving and forgiving people. We love our children. We want to stay with our children. But ain't nobody finna stay with them kids if the woman is wicked as hell. Her and Esau can take care of their ass. And that's the way the Most High set it up. Because that's what's going on. You got Eve living in subsidized housing, and you got Esau giving her wick and link and cash and stamps and paying her NICOR rent, lights, and gas. All right? Eve and the serpent. Okay? So, yeah, man, that's the curses that we under for disobedience, though, man. And it's all beautiful because, it say they shall loathe themselves. We're going to be looking back at Adawan Ratazah, we make it into the New Jerusalem, but we're going to be looking back like, damn, we was bogus as hell. So the Most High had to let us go through the curses, and we had to get the understanding so that we can be judges of the universe. We're going to rule the universe, man, and we're going to have to know good and evil. All right, so the Most High let us taste a little bit of the evil called Halal Yum Yahweh Shem Hawashai 144. The Most High let us taste a little bit of the evil so we can judge fairly, man. All right. 2 Timothy chapter 3 and verse 1. This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come. All right, so we in them last days already, man, and the perilous times are already here, man. All right, these niggas don't care, man. Verse 2, it say, for men shall be lovers of their own selves. Yeah, man, you really got niggas out here who really only love themselves and nobody else. That Aleister Crowley do what thou wilt spirit. That Ron Isley, it's your thing, do what you want to do spirit. And it say, for men shall be lovers of their own selves. Yeah, you really got people out here doing that. Dennis Rodman, that nigga married himself. If I'm not mistaken, that nigga married his damn self. You know what I'm saying? And then a host of other freaky people. All right, it say, for men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy, without natural affection, truce breakers, false accusers, incontinent, fierce, despisers of those that are good. So yeah, that's what you have in these last days, man. You got us out here. We reading the Bible every day, make videos, hit the highways and byways, and you gonna still have people say we worship the devil. When you got motherfuckers at the Oscars worshiping a golden idol, come on, man. They won't marvel at that. They won't marvel at, a Geechee, a big Jake, big ass football playing Geechee. They not gonna marvel at that, but they gonna look at us and say, oh, these niggas reading the Bible every day. They got on dresses and shit. They call the garments down to the foot dresses. And they gonna be getting down on us, and they look at us, they despise us. And we doing good. But that's because evil is set against good and good is set against evil. So, the world gonna love its own, man. So, hey, I'm happy that everybody that I knew in my past life be looking at me funny and fluky now, because I be standing stiffly for the doctrine, for the name. You can't tell me no other name. I don't want to hear no other name. I don't want to hear no other doctrine. So you know, family and friends, they look down on you because they're Babylonianized the Americans. All right. They say traitors, heady, high-minded, lovers of pleasure more than lovers of the Most High. So yeah, man, you got damn sex dolls and robotic sex dolls and all type of porn apps and food on the pull up and shit. You know, you could get on DoorDash and GoHub, and then you got the apps with the prostitute, Snapchat. You know, you can get on Snapchat and you could order a bitch and some weed and a pack of guns and shit on Snapchat. So this is a wicked time, perilous times that we living in. Lovers of pleasures more than lovers of God. People are proud and high-minded and traitors, man. You know, you would beat up for somebody. You would wipe somebody grandmama ass, and a nigga would turn on you and get down on you. You know what I'm saying? But that's the time that we living in. We living in perilous times where niggas don't care, man. You know. What the other scriptures say? Hey, yeah, that's the book of Matthew 24 and 12, man. It say, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. So because of all this sin increasing and floating here, just abounding and increasing, it say the love of many shall wax cold. So that's why Buddy hit folks them in the head with the hammer like that, because it ain't no love right here no more. And not to mention the murder rate is 93% unsolved. All right. So it's a wicked, loveless, cold world out here, man. All right. And the only thing that's gonna keep you stable is the understanding of these scriptures, man. All right. This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 9 and verse 4. It say, and the Lord Yahweh said unto him, go through the city, Salakia, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. So yeah, we're a people before we're a place. We're Jerusalem. We're Yasharallah. We're Israel. We're the city of the Most High. All right. He just gave it to the Gentiles right now because we wanted to be niggas. Okay. So in these last days, he waking up his elect men to prophesy against this wicked time and this wicked kingdom, and he's sending a death angel throughout the planet Earth, mainly here in Babylon, the Great America, to set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof our people. There's a lot of abominations being done in the midst of our people, and we're preaching and prophesying and speaking out against it. Okay, but the Most High say put a mark upon us men. Okay, and everybody else, let's see what it say about everybody else. Okay, and to the others, he said in mine hearing, go ye after him through the city and smite. Okay, which means to kill. Let not your eye spare, neither have ye pity. Slay utterly, old and young, both maids and little children and women. Okay, so that's what's going on in Chicago right now. You got death angels out here just floating around, utterly slaying old people and young people, both maids, which is young women, and little children and women. I just saw a 47-year-old lady got beat. They beat that lady. She was like 47. They beat her to death and just left her. And then you can't forget about the tranny Geechee, the Geechee buddy. They beat him and threw him in the garbage can, you know, because there's death angels lurking throughout the city of Chicago. And the only thing that's going to preserve you from death is the mark of exemption, which is to believe on the report of Yahweh Shai and subscribe to the teachings via the prophets. Mainly the men that great millstone on down to men like myself, the subtle return. All right. Yeah, let me finish this off and say, slay utterly old and young, both maids and little children and women, but come not near any man. See, the Most High, he talking to the man and he speaking through his man. That's why it's important for these men right now. You know, the women gonna be included and the children gonna be included as the household of that man for salvation and exemption. But it say, but come not near any man upon whom is the mark, and begin at my sanctuary. Then they begin at the ancient man which were before the house. So yeah, that's coming up soon, where the Most High gonna use death angels to kill all you wicked Israelite niggas in these different camps and congregations that has one foot in the grave and you still a nigga behind your videos. You 100% nigga. All right. So, um, nevertheless, um, the murder, the killings, not the murder, but the killings has begun already, man, on a small level, dealing with the 2/3. Because what the prophecy say? Zechariah 13:8, and it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein. So yeah, 2/3 of you so-called black people, you so-called Hispanic people, and you drunk so-called Native American people, y'all 2/3, you have to die because it's prophesied already, and the Most High can't lie, and he can't go back on his word. So yeah, y'all as drunk off the philosophies and doctrines of Esau, Babylon the Great. You know, whatever they push and teach you here, that's what you people subscribe to, and that's gonna be your downfall. All right. Revelation chapter 7 and verse 2. And I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living power. And he cried with a loud voice to the angels to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea, saying, hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our power in their foreheads. So yeah, man, that's that destroying wind, man. That's that thermonuclear fire that's going to hurt the earth and the sea and the trees. But the Most High is telling the angels to don't put the spirit on these nations like Putin and the other nations, North Korea, China. Don't put the spirits on them to blow this bitch up until I have sealed all the servants of our power in their foreheads. And that's what I was just reading, Ezekiel 9 and what's that, 9 and what was that, 4? Salakia. That was Ezekiel, yeah, 9 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7. Ezekiel 9 and 4 through 7. You know, that's the mark that they got to put on us. You know, Adawan Ratazah, I'm a part of that number. Until, they got to put that mark on us, and then they're going to, blow this place to smithereens. You know what I'm saying? They got a sin. No, I ain't going to say that. But they got a sin called, to the world blow. You niggas finna get your wish. Y'all be gang banging, talking about you claiming whatever to the world blow. Well, hey, you finna get your wish. You know what I'm saying? And we hope and pray that whoever the Most High wake up and touch, that they hit us and wake up and be touched. But other than that, we pray you niggas, we pray whatever the Most High wants to happen to you, happen to you. You know what I'm saying? The more people that he killed, the higher chances we have of being the elect. Straight up. Like, you can't get around that. Every day I wake up and see another person died around me that reminds me of Psalm 91 and 7. Cause these murders ain't shit compared to the billions of people that's finna die, in the great tribulation, the hour of temptation. Hey, so this the book of Psalms, chapter 91 and verse 7. It say, 1,000 shall fall at thy side and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee. So yeah, man, the Most High got that hedge of protection around his elect, man, keeping them shielded from, what's coming upon the earth, man. All right, this the book of Proverbs, chapter 8 and verse 36. But he that sinneth against me wrongeth his own soul. All they that hate me love death. So it's a lot of hating ass niggas in Chicago. And you know, if you can't love your brother, we know you can't love the Most High, because you see your brother every day. You can't see the Most High. You see your brother every day. All right. So it say all they that hate me love death. So hey, you people hate each other. You people hate the Most High. You people love death in Chicago. All right. And like I say, our deeds have overpassed that of the wicked. You got you got you got you got wickedness, which is the acts that our people are committing. You know, we're committing wicked acts, which is wickedness, and then you got the wicked, which is the so-called white man. All right, that's Malachi 1 and 4, the border of wickedness. All right, but this Psalm 37 and 35, I have seen the wicked in great power, spreading himself like a green bay tree. So yeah, Esau, the so-called white man, he has great power, and his influence stretches throughout the four corners of the earth. All right, and he's spreading himself like a green bay tree. And what does a tree do? It blocks you, it shades you from the light. And this truth is the light. Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, is the light. But you niggas can't get it because you blinded. You can't get it because you subscribe to the philosophies and doctrines of the so-called white man here in America. All right, 2 Corinthians chapter 4 and verse 3. But if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost. Yeah, you can't get it because you lost. And how did you get lost? Okay, verse 4, in whom the God or the power of this world have blinded the minds of them which believe not, lest the light of the glorious gospel of Hamashiach, who is the image of the Most High, should shine unto them. So you can't get this gospel of Yahweh Shai. You can't get this light. All right? You're stuck in darkness. Why? Because you subscribe to anything other than this gospel, which is darkness. All right? You ever heard of that saying, 6 million ways to die, choose one? Well, hey, it's only one way to everlasting life, man. And that's Yahweh Shai. All right, Yahweh Shai is the straight gate that leads to the Father. All right, so you people can't get it because you blocked by the light with the darkness of America, man. Babylon the Great. All right, so yeah, man, that was all I had on this, man. I hope this lesson was edifying and straight to the point. All right. And with that, I'm gonna bid y'all a shalom until the next time. All that one, Shalom.